Hi, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Karina, and today we're going to talk about the fourth quarter picks for the Swoony Readers, plus the second annual Swooniversary celebration. So in case you're not familiar, the Swoony Readers is a romance book club that I host along with KAYLANI and Dana, and we come together every month to read a romance book. We have a round of sprints and a live show every single month. And during the live show, we do give away the next month's book club pick. It's so much fun. We have a Instagram and Discord. I'm going to link those both down below along with my co-host. So go ahead and check it out. Come join all the Swoony fun. But we have some really amazing picks lined up. One is a brand new release. The second is a brand new re-release. It was previously indie published and now it is trad published. And I'm so excited for each of these picks. After I talk to you about what we're going to be picking up in October and November, I'm going to go over the Swoony celebration. We are celebrating 2 years with the Swoony Readers, and you know we always have to put on a little celebration, so I'm going to talk to you guys about that after the book club picks, so stay tuned for that. We have some bangers lined up for the fourth quarter of 2025, and in the month of October, we're going to be picking up Soul Searching by Lila Sage. So in the story, we're following Collins Cartwright, who is forced to return home after she finds out that a developer in her hometown of Sweetwater Peak is trying to take her parents' antique company out from under them. She always swore that she wouldn't return home, but after losing her job and running out of money, she basically has no choice. Just because she's returning home, she doesn't need to tell her family that she's lost her job, has run out of money, and her constant ghost companions have recently gone silent. Just because she returns home, that does not mean that she has to stay with her parents or crash on her twin sister's couch. Lucky for her, the new-to-town upholsterer has a room for her to rent. Unluckily, that room is also crawling with more ghosts that are freezing her out, and one thing about Collins is she does not like to be ignored. So Brady Cooper is new to Sweetwater Peak and is basically lying to himself and to everyone else that there's no reason for him to have uprooted his life and moved to town. When he agrees to rent the room to Collins, he doesn't know that she's pretty much crazy, let alone that she's absolutely stunning. As the two grow closer and lines start to blur, they both begin to wonder if this temporary arrangement could turn to something permanent. Oh my gosh, this one sounds so fun. I don't know what these little ghosty friends have to do with the story or what the purpose they serve, other than bringing both Brady and Collins even closer together. How perfect is it that we're going to be picking this up in October? We're emulating the spooky ooky vibes, and I'm so excited. We're going to be keeping the autumn vibes going with our November pick, and I'm so excited to let you know that in the month of November, we're going to be picking up If It Makes You Happy by Julie Olivia. Like I said before, this is previously indie published, so now the new cover looks like this. And she's beautiful, she's stunning. However, I'm trying to be good and use the copy I already have. I still really love it. Yeah, the cover's just giving 90s nostalgia, just small town, Gilmore Girls-esque vibes. And I'm so here for it. So this story follows Michelle, who has recently arrived in Copper Run, Vermont to help run her mother's dream bed and breakfast, and she figures it's a nice place to heal after her recent divorce. She runs into a little bit of trouble when it turns out her baking skills are not up to par. Apparently her scones and small talk skills both should stay in the trash. Now that information was brought forth by none other than Cliff. Cliff is the small town golden boy. He is her hot next door neighbor who's a baker and a single dad. Michelle's plan was to only stay in town for 3 months before passing the inn off to her younger sister so she can pursue her dream job in Seattle. Things might get a little complicated because soon enough Michelle starts daydreaming about possibly kissing her next door neighbor. So this one checks off a lot of boxes for me personally. It's small town, it's single dad, forced proximity, next door neighbor, like what? I'm so excited to see how Julie Olivia brings 90s vibes to life on page. I can't wait to be picking this one up. Okay, like I said, some absolute bangers on the list for quarter 4, and I hope you decide to join us. But that's not all, because before we go, I'm gonna have to tell you about our spoopy Swooniversary celebrations. As I've mentioned previously, in September, the Swoony Readers turned 2, and you know, we love a celebration, so we decided to put together a week-long readathon where we can just read some books, have some hangs, and even watch a cozy movie. So for this round of our Swoony celebration, we decided to go from Monday the 6th through through Monday the 13th of October, and that is because the 13th is a holiday here in the US. We thought, why not extend the fun even further? Since this round of celebrating is a week long, we decided to create a 3x3 bingo board with 9 different prompts, both bookish and non-bookish, to just celebrate the book club as a whole and just have a really fun time hanging out together and reading some books and just kind of emulate the fall vibes. So this round is going to be just for fun. There's no prizes involved. On the horizon is our December celebration, and you know we bring it for that. So let's go ahead and jump into the bingo board prompts. The good thing about these prompts is that they're very open to interpretation. There's no policing involved whatsoever. If you decide that it could work for the prompt, go ahead and count it. So the first prompt on the board is a seasonal read. We're not only going to be in the autumn season, but we're also going to be in spooky season. So whatever season you decide to pick a book for, it's up to you. The next square is our first non-bookish prompt, and that is self-care. Again, whatever you decide is self-care, go ahead and do it. It could be treating yourself to a meal, treating yourself to a book. It could be doing a face mask. It could be getting your nails done. Whatever you decide is self-care, go ahead and mark it off. Rounding off the first row, we do have purple on the cover. Now, it doesn't have to be any specified amount. It could be the text, it could be a very small detail on the cover. As long as purple is somewhere visible on the cover, go ahead and mark it. The first prompt in the second row is a short book. Now, this could be any amount of pages that you think is a short book. It could be under 300 pages. It could be under 100 pages. A lot of people think a novella is a short book, manga, graphic novel, whatever you want to count as a short book, go ahead and do that. Our next prompt is so fun because we're challenging you to spell Swoony on the cover. That could include the title, the author's name. Sometimes there's even a blurb. Why not? So the last prompt on the second row is seasonal treat. Again, interpret it however you want. Obviously, pumpkin is a huge flavor in this time of year. It could be something apple. It could be a treat in the form of food. It could be a treat in the form of a autumnal book or anything like that. I'm excited to see what kind of seasonal treats you guys use for this prompt. So coming into the last row, the first prompt is a Swoony hang. You can mark this off using any of the sprints we host throughout the week. We do have a movie watch, so if you attend that, you can also count it off for that. Just any time that you decide to just hang out with the community is the perfect way to go ahead and mark this square off. Next up is the prompt, small town. Now this one, as long as it's not in an urban big city, I'm sure you can make it work. The last spot on the board is sports romance. Now this is the only romance specific spot on the board. We had to include it because obviously we are a romance book club. It's football season starting. A lot of sports are picking up in the fall. So we had to make it a sports romance. Now that we went over all the prompts, let's go ahead and talk about the itinerary of the events that we have planned for the week. On Monday the 6th, we are going to have some kickoff sprints hosted here on my channel at 4 p.m. EST. The second set of sprints we have planned is going to be on Friday the 10th at 4 p.m. EST, and that is going to be hosted over on KAYLANI's channel. The last planned sprints we have is going to be on Monday the 13th at 12 p.m. EST. Like I said earlier, it is a holiday here in the US, so we are going to start a little bit earlier and hopefully knock out even more reading. On Sunday the 12th, we're all going to be watching a movie together on Discord, and it was voted for our friends over in the Discord, and they decided we're going to watch Twitches. I feel like we always have a good time watching movies together, so I'm excited to get cozy, get some nostalgic vibes, and just have a good time hanging out. So those are the books we're going to be picking up in quarter 4, along with the fun week-long readathon that we have to celebrate the Swoony Readers turning 2. Let me know if you're going to join us for any of the book picks, or if you're going to take part in our spoopy Swooniversary celebration. I'm just excited to hang out, read some books together, watch a movie together, and, just celebrate being in the book community as a whole. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. If you're still here and you want to let me know, feel free to leave a ghosty emoji for soul searching and our Swooniversary celebration. I hope you have a lovely day, afternoon, or night whenever you're watching, and I'll see you again soon in another video. Until next time.